Hey, welcome to the Electronic Gadgets channel, and we try to have gadgets that are $30 or less. And so this product actually comes in at the upper edge. This is the Physio Logic Essentia blood pressure monitor. This is a brand new type of blood pressure monitor, and the reason I'm actually talking about this model is the fact that I've actually used it. I've been having high blood pressure in the past few months, and so in order to actually check it at home, I bought this monitor. It's $29.99 that I paid for it, but I've seen it as high as $45 on some websites, so depending on where you buy it, it could be a little more expensive, but it's generally in the lower end of these blood pressure monitors. Now, one of the things that really made me curious is the fact that since it's inexpensive, is it good? Because that's the biggest problem, understanding if it is good or not. So we would think that these blood pressure monitors at a low price like $30 or $40 might not be as good as the one that's $100 or $150. So I actually tested it against a good high-priced blood pressure monitor and took several readings and compared the results. Now, it's normal to have a little bit of difference in the results, but what we want is that the results that this gives be as close as possible to the results of a higher end blood pressure monitor, and this one actually works very well with that. I've had another one that was about $30, and this one works actually much better. So one of the first things that you need to know when you buy a blood pressure monitor, you need the ones that have a cuff for your arm. So this one has a cuff for your arm. You don't want to have the blood pressure monitors that go on the wrist. These are not good, actually. You also need a blood pressure monitor that has been approved. Here you see that it's approved for all of the Canadian blood pressure monitor association type readings to make sure that it's as accurate as possible. What's nice, the features of this little blood pressure monitor is the fact that apart from being inexpensive, it is has a very nice big screen. So it actually has easy to read readings even if you don't have your glasses. Sorry. It's good for 4 users. So if, for example, you and maybe your spouse need to both check your blood pressure, then you can have up to 4 people on this blood pressure monitor, which is quite nice actually. It has all the information on the screen, and I'm going to show you actually the real thing over here. This is a reading of mine, and you'll see why I need to check my blood pressure. This is one of the readings that I just had on 136 on 91, so systolic on diastolic. What you want to be as close as possible is around 120 on 80 or a little lower, but as you see here, I'm in the real high limits here. So so you have systolic, diastolic pressure and the pulse here at the bottom, and you have the user. So here you see user 1, which is me, and actually you'll see user 1, 2, 3, and 4 if you are into this, using this as a different, with different people actually. It's a nice blood pressure monitor, easy to use, easy to understand. The manual is actually quite nice. What's also cool is that they actually, even though it's low priced, give you a little carrying case. So you get this little vinyl carrying case to put your blood pressure monitor and your cuff inside. comes with a simple manual, but it explains quite well on how to make the readings for this device. It has a 2-year warranty. Measurements are very precise. Like I said, I've compared it with a much higher end blood pressure monitor that was actually verified to be very accurate. And as different cup size, that you have to really be careful. You need to check your cuff size because depending on how big you are, you might need a bigger cuff, and it's very important that the cuff be the good size for your arm, or else the readings are not going to be good. Another thing also is putting the cuff correctly on your arm, and actually I'll make a separate video talking about that in the measures so that people get it right. And you know, even if you don't have this blood pressure monitor, anyone that has one and wonders how to use it will be able to understand. It requires 4 AA batteries and is rated at about 200 to 300 measures before you'll need to actually change. And the cuff is also detachable, so here you have the cuff that you can actually remove and put back, and this is where the air comes from. One of the interesting features of this model is the fact that it has a little hole here to put a 6-volt power adapter. So that can be interesting and will save a lot of batteries if you want to use a power adapter instead of using batteries. It's a little big, but it works well and it's fine, and it's not that big actually to, you know, carry along wherever you need to take your blood pressure. So for $29.95 you get an accurate blood pressure monitor, works well, and it's easy to use. So Physio Logic Essentia blood pressure monitor. It also detects if you have arrhythmias, if your heart has different types of problem. The little heart icon will have different, another icon that has like these little waves on it that says, well, your heart is actually having arrhythmias, doesn't really beat regularly, and so on. So Physio Logic Essentia, and if you can't find it, of course one of the best things that you can do is make sure that that blood pressure monitor of yours is actually rated for use by some kind of you know, governmental or blood pressure type agency that knows. And finally, it does have date and time of your measure. Keeps 30 measures in memory for each user. So every user has 30 memories, which is nice because, you know what, if you don't want to actually jot down the blood pressure measurements, you can actually bring the monitor at your doctor's and just show him the last 30 times that you took your blood pressure with the monitor itself. So if you're wondering how to actually take your blood pressure accurately, then a separate video is going to show up showing you the blood pressure, how to take it, and actually how to make sure that you're correctly installed for a blood pressure monitoring, because there's a lot of little things that actually can change the way blood pressure shows up on the monitors. If you enjoy our videos, why not subscribe to our channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. We try to post videos of gadgets as often as we can. $30 or less usually, but you know, it can be of any price. If you have a electronic gadgets below $30 that you'd like us to talk about, why not send us a link and we'll try to you know, buy it and tell you what we think. So thanks for watching.